The system is against you, but Bitcoin may be your salvation. Decentralization and resistance to censorship. Hail, warriors of financial freedom. Here's the crypto Kaiser bringing a lasting truth. The traditional banking system is collapsing, and debanking is a new establishment weapon against you. In the US, the land of freedom is being invaded by a corporate fascism that decides who can or cannot use the banking system. But Bitcoin? That's the people's shield. It's decentralized, running on a global network of miners, and we don't obey governments or corporations. There is no off button for Bitcoin. It cannot be censored, frozen, or manipulated. When you have Bitcoin, you have financial sovereignty. No one can touch your Satoshis without your permission. And more friends, while banks close the doors to ordinary people, Bitcoin opens windows to freedom. In the US, where the dollar reigns supreme, Bitcoin has been gaining ground as a viable alternative. Why? Because it's not just a digital asset. It's a declaration of independence against the failing system. It doesn't matter if you're an investor, a worker, or a businessman. With Bitcoin, you don't need to ask for permission to participate in the economy. You just need a wallet, and boom, you're in the game while they try to pull the rug out. Want to know the best? Bitcoin doesn't discriminate. It doesn't care about your color, religion, or political party. In a divided country like the United States, Bitcoin is a bridge between people and the financial system that should be theirs by right. So when the banking system is on the back, remember, Bitcoin is always open doors. The blockchain has no hours, no biases. It works 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's real power, my friends. Direct ownership of assets. Let me ask you, digital warrior, do you think your money in the bank is really yours? Spoiler, it's not. Banks are intermediaries that control every penny you deposit. They can freeze, confiscate, or close your account without notice. With Bitcoin, that story changes. When you own your private keys, you own your money. It's like having an impenetrable safe in your pocket. That is the power of true ownership. If you don't control your finances, you are living in an illusion. In the US, where capitalism is king, there are still millions of people at the mercy of banks that can decide their financial fate in seconds. And don't think that this is just paranoia. All the days happen, but with Bitcoin, you take the intervention out of the solution. The blockchain is your only witness, and your private keys are the ultimate proof that that money is yours. It is a system that respects your freedom and eliminates the risk of being outlawed for obscure or political reasons. So what does this mean to you, crypto warrior? It means you no longer have to worry about bank letters saying your account has been closed. You are the bank. Whether you're in New York, Miami, or a small town in the Midwest, Bitcoin works the same way, fairly. That's the beauty of the decentralized system. And remember, never share your private keys. Keeping them is keeping your freedom. Each Satoshi is a piece of your independence, and no one can take it away from you. Global accessibility. Now let's be serious. The US banking system is powerful, but far from inclusive. Millions of Americans don't have bank accounts. Do you know why? High fees, bureaucracy, and discrimination. But Bitcoin is different. It's the ultimate solution to financial inclusion. All you need is a smartphone and internet access. Bam! You are connected to a global financial network that does not require documents such as Social Security number, SSN, or identity issued by the Department of Motor Vehicles, DMV. It's a system made for everyone, from the immigrant worker in New Jersey to the entrepreneur in Silicon Valley. In the US, where every second counts, Bitcoin's speed is a gift. International transfers that used to take days now take minutes. Exorbitant fees? Forget it. The Bitcoin network cuts intermediaries and saves money for those who really matter. You. And best of all, it doesn't matter if you're rich or poor, young or old. Bitcoin doesn't discriminate. It gives you the same opportunities, the same access, whoever you are. So why is this important to you? Because as Crypto Kaiser always says, the future belongs to those who adapt. In a world where banks are closing doors, Bitcoin is opening horizons. In the US, a nation of innovation, we cannot afford to ignore this transformative technology. It's time to regain your financial freedom in the hands and show the system who is in charge. With Bitcoin, you didn't just survive, you prospered. Let us go. Transparency and immutability. Listen up, crypto warriors. In the world of traditional finance, everything happens behind the scenes. Banks do trillionaire transactions in dark chambers, without transparency for the average citizen. Want to know what happens to your money? Good luck trying to find out. But Bitcoin? It operates at the highest level of transparency. Every transaction is recorded in blockchain, a public book accessible to anyone in the world. There is no room for corruption or manipulation. You can trust our numbers because they don't lie. Now let's bring that into the American context. In the US, where banking scandals are not new, Bitcoin offers a crystal clear alternative. Imagine being able to verify every transaction without having to rely on a bank manager or government audit. It's like having a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week surveillance camera over the entire financial system, but without infringing individual privacy. And the best? Blockchain's immutability means that no one can delete or alter past records. What was recorded stays recorded. This is power. And you know what is more insane? With this transparency, Bitcoin becomes the ideal choice for companies and individuals who wish to operate in an ethical and fair manner. If you are an American entrepreneur dealing with customers around the world, Bitcoin eliminates uncertainties and increases trust. The rules are clear, equal for all, and there is no banker hiding behind a curtain pulling the wires. This is a new digital economy, and it's here to stay. Alternative to financial inclusion. Now surely this vision, freedom warriors. In the United States, land of plenty, millions of people are still marginalized by the traditional financial system. Immigrants, informal workers, and small businesses face huge barriers to opening accounts or accessing credit. But Bitcoin? He levels the playing field. It is an inclusive alternative without abusive fees, discrimination, and the overwhelming bureaucracy that suffocates so many Americans. And the impact of this is revolutionary. Imagine a migrant worker in Los Angeles who wants to send money to his family in Mexico. With Bitcoin, it can do this in minutes, at much lower rates than those charged by shipping companies. Or think of a small business in Texas that can't get access to credit because of arbitrary bank rules. With Bitcoin, it can accept global payments without relying on traditional financial institutions. It is real financial inclusion, at the heart of the world's most dynamic economy. And here's the final point, crypto warriors. Bitcoin is not just a solution, it's a move. It represents a new era where people have control over their own finances. In the US, where innovation is a banner, Bitcoin is a tool that can take financial inclusion to a new level. No matter who you are or where you come from, Bitcoin gives you a fair chance. This is the future, and it's already started. Let's go together.